party people. We haven't spent days together in a bit, so let's go because we have a jam-packed why am I speaking like that? We have a jam-packed next 2 days because good morning. What do I have? I'm talking all this shit. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Oh, today's Wednesday, so currently going to Soul Cycle this morning with Hannah, my friend. Yesterday I helped her record something super exciting, and then we went to dinner. It was bussin'. We went to Gemini Times Ice Cream. They also serve ice cream. The one thing I didn't like about that place is we were standing while eating. I kind of wanted to sit. Anyway. It was cool though. And then now we're going to Soul Cycle. After that, I need to come back, meal prep. I need to work on my presentation because I'm presenting. University of Delaware, their nursing association invited me to come speak. I'm a guest speaker. And like, no, it's no big deal. Please don't clap for me. Please don't clap for me. But it's like exciting because I never get invited to anything. And then, that's false. I do get invited to stuff, but it's just like cool. You want me to talk? So I'm doing that, and then later I have an event tonight. Tomorrow I'm going to my alma mater to speak, so lots of things. And then I go to work later that night, so we have a lot to do. Let's start by just getting freshened up. Lately when I've been vlogging, I've been doing like get ready without me. Like I'm like, oh, let's get ready, and then when you see me, I'm fully dressed. So since it's that time of the month, I don't feel like wearing like tight leggings. So I just opted for these loose Adidas sweatpants that I actually, more like joggers that I had thrifted, straight leg. Can joggers be straight leg? I think so. And then just a cute like Gymshark crop top, and then I have a Happy Camper hoodie. And then there's a freeze warning in DC, which is wild because it was 80 degrees literally last week. The weather just shifts so quickly. But anyways, no asses whooped. Oh wait, sled.
Car is still here, which is great. Wait, that's actually insane. You don't even have a ticket, considering you park like this to go to... Look at the way Hannah parked the car. Didn't even get a ticket. Yeah, this is kind of wild.
You're like, it's only 45 minutes the car's gonna stay here. Yeah, in 10 they could take it.
All right, so initially Hannah was gonna drive me home, but I realized I have no steps for the day. So I'm gonna walk. I think this will get me like 4,000-ish. And then, I don't know what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day. I guess I'll have to go for another walk later. But it's almost 11 a.m. I still haven't eaten breakfast. I need a meal prep because I work 4 night shifts in a row. And what else? Yeah, I feel like I have a lot to do, and I need to go over my presentation. Because today, for the speaking at the university, it's on Zoom. I'm basically just gonna like tell them a bit about myself, and then from there like a Q&A. But I need to like prepare my slides. I made them last night, but I just want to like run through them and make sure I kind of know what I'm talking about, because if I get on that Zoom and I don't know what I'm talking about, that'd be pretty embarrassing.
Fully showered. I don't think I got to really debrief correctly about Soul Cycle. And while we're doing that, I'm gonna start making my meal prep because I need food for the next 4 night shifts. Soul Cycle was wild. I don't even know if I just said Soul Cycle or Solid Core. Like the way my brain is jumbled, like that was no joke. We were out there, on the bike, like moving, and it was definitely a really good sweat. I think in terms of workout classes I've gone to, I think Soul Cycle and Solid Core I definitely sweat the most, and then Rumble, the boxing class. I definitely would go back. I'm trying to incorporate more classes into my routine. I do have a ClassPass subscription, and with that I can do like a little over a class, so sometimes 2 classes a week depending on what kind of class, because like Solid Core sometimes the credits are a bit hefty. But yeah, I need to start going to more classes where I sweat like that, because they have me moving, and I feel like it was challenging, and I love going to classes that are challenging. Like Solid Core, I like going because it's challenging. I don't like going because I love the work. Like, I like how the workout makes me feel, and I feel sore, but I'm not like, oh my god, I'm so excited. Like, I dread when I sign up, I'm like, oh, do you need to go? All in all, great Soul Cycle class. I'm also glad I got to go with my friend Hannah. I've been loving hanging out with her. Like, I'm so glad we met, and I think I've said it before. Hannah and I have a mutual. She went to college with him, and I went to high school with him, and he's like, y'all would get along so well, and we have. We're like, Bonnie and Clyde. But I'm just like, I get disappointed when I come to cities and like make these great connections, because then I'm like, I'm gonna leave. That's sad. But at least I'll have friends everywhere, right? And like, I already know Hannah will be a friend. We're like, we'll be friends for like, hopefully for life, but for a long time. So I'm excited. Anyways, now we're making Uni's iconic fruit veggie smoothie. Y'all have seen me make this a million times.
No, the way I set it up, I feel like a cooking show. I like put everything here and took an aesthetic photo. Sometimes I feel like this is a cooking channel. Currently watching Love on the Spectrum, and then I was able to meal prep. So earlier I made the fruit and veggie smoothies. Chicken salads for lunch this upcoming week, so I put extra lettuce in here. I'm gonna meal prep one, and then after work I'd wash it, repeat. Oh my god, I was like making a mess. Anyway, I made this crispy chicken, and I always say it's my specialty. Yes, a few pieces look a little burnt, but I promise it doesn't taste burnt. And I'm about to eat the salad now. Like, look at the inside of these chicken pieces. Divine. And then I do Parmesan cheese, and I do this sweet French dressing. This salad is top tier. Like, I never get sick of it. I also made spicy tuna with rice. Those would be my dinners. I look a little nuts right now because I'm in the kitchen. But afterwards, we're going to get ready because I speak on the Zoom call in an hour and 30 minutes. Oh my god. Okay. As I mentioned to y'all, this is my first time speaking. Just like, technically out of university. I'm not there, obviously. I'm here in my apartment, but they're going to have me on Zoom. And this is like so exciting, so nerve-wracking. I'm joining right now. But it's just like, I don't know, it's so cool to think that they wanted to speak to me. Hi.
I'm gonna message everybody and tell them we're about to start.
Okay, cool. Also, should I share the slides with you so it's easier? Or can I like share it on Zoom?
Honestly, I don't even know. Jackie, how do you work Zoom?
I was gonna say, I barely used, well, I use Zoom in school, but I never paid attention to like,
No, yeah, I don't use Zoom. I don't even know.
You can share the slide.
Well, essentially a student from University of Delaware who's in their club called Nurses Help Nurses reached out, and she's like, oh, would you be able to like speak for our club? And I'm like, of course. And we did it via Zoom, and I just thought it was so cool because like they're having like different nurses come and like just give their insight on nursing stuff to like help nurses students. I feel like when you're a student, like you really don't know much about the profession and just like ins and outs. And I was talking about travel nursing a lot, but that was so cool. I feel so honored. And then tomorrow I'm going to my alma mater. But luckily, since I did my makeup prior, the full beat is ready, and I just need to select my outfit because I'm going to an event tonight. My friend Liv got invited to, I believe Balo Groups is hosting something. Apparently it's gonna be really fun, but I'm her +1, and it's cocktail attire, so I feel like I have the dress I want to wear. And I asked TikTok, and majority of people were saying the second dress. Y'all, I'm a +1 to an event today, and it's cocktail attire. Is this giving cocktail attire? I have no idea. I searched what it meant on Pinterest, and I got all sorts of things. I also have a limited closet because I don't have everything I own because that's in Philly. But what do we think of this? This is option number 1. Or, you can also do this option with burgundy. Please help me choose in the comments. Be honest with me, am I doing too much in this one? I feel like this is wedding attire. This is not cocktail attire. Does anyone remember when I bought this in LA to go to my first ever like girls outing? Is this cocktail attire? Or is it not? The boots obviously aren't done. I could either do this black dress or I can do this one. And I feel like honestly, this might be my safest option. I just got this one from Princess Polly. Is it giving cocktail attire? Is it too basic? Should I add a belt? Oh my gosh, why is this so hard? Why is getting dressed so hard? Low-key, I'm doing too much in this one. I'm not sure if I'm getting closer or further away from cocktail attire. Or I could even do another shirt so my belly's not showing. Or do I play it safer with something like this? I would have stockings under. This is just to show you they'd be black. Or I could even do maroon, and then I can also like do burgundy. Is this cocktail attire but not what the average person would wear? Is it not cocktail hour? I'm getting all my words confused at this point. Please help me in the comments. If you're gonna be mean, like, please exit the chat. The majority of people were saying the second dress, but I think I just feel more comfortable in the first, so I think that's what we're gonna go with. All right, I'm now on the block of the event, and I'm about to head inside. Y'all would kill me if you knew where I walked from. The reason why I walked is because I didn't get enough steps today. So I'm like, hell no, I'm not gonna go to this and then afterwards walk on a treadmill because I'm so crazy about my steps. So I walked here. But this is the outfit. Let's go inside. Okay, I got a little shy, so I came to the corner. I got an espresso martini. She tastes delicious. I was able to meet 2 girlies already, and it's just amazing. Like, it's so cool being around other like creators and people who just do things in the industry per se. But yeah, overall it's super cool. I think I'm gonna mingle some more in a minute. But for now I'm just like propped up in the corner, like just vibing, living my life. YouTube.
Wait, no, I'm trying to get a view.
Oh, I'm like, say hello.
Uni outside at a DC influencer event, period.
Y'all, I'm back home from the event. I know a lot of it is like music over the event just because there was music playing in the background. Obviously, if I play the music, then like YouTube copyright, blah, blah, blah. But the event was so fun. I'm so glad Liv invited me as her +1. And then also, it was so funny because at the end of the night, we're like sitting there on live, like hanging around. And then this guy walks in. I'm like, guys, like, that guy was literally in the shootout with us. And they're like, what? It's because like a few weekends ago, we had a thing where we went out and there was like pew-pewing. I'm gonna tell you all about my first drive-by experience in DC.
What's wrong? Why you joking? We ain't gonna get shot.
Happened yesterday on U Street. Let's get into it. I am so unserious because if not, I'd probably never leave the house. Okay, so me and my friends were like, I'm saying my friends. Let's scratch that lie. Me and my one friend, Hannah, we met with her friends. I meet people in DC through Hannah. Hannah knows everyone in DC. She's the queen of DC. So meet up with her friends. We go to Des Moines. We're having drinks, good vibes. Obviously, Hannah knows someone, so we get literally free drinks. We're chilling there, and then we're like, oh, okay, like, we're gonna make moves. We're gonna go to this lounge. So we go to the lounge. They sit us upstairs in the corner. We're like, ooh, and they're like, oh, what do you guys want? And we like, oh, okay, like, we'll look at the menu, and they're like, everything's free. And we're like, oh, okay, bet, like, we'll four have these drinks, and we're like, bottle of Grey Goose and some hookah. Mind you, none of us do hookah. I'm giving girls directions on how to do hookah. I was like, we're not about to look dumb here when the hookah comes. So we have that going. We have our blueberry cola. She was like, what kind of cola? I said, what flavors do you have? And in my head, I'm like, I literally have no idea, like mango? Anyway, so he puts blueberry down. We're chilling in this hookah lounge. Owner comes up, hey, I'm the owner, da-da-da-da. Da-da-da, like, you know, flexing, like, oh, Chris Brown's been here, and da-da-da has been here, and we're like, oh, okay, like, that's cool, it's a nice lounge, and, like, meanwhile, I'm looking at the menu, like, should I order a burger, or, like, fettuccine alfredo pasta, or is that fucked up? No, I'm on my Zoom, I shouldn't have been eating. Low-key, I thank God that the kitchen closed before I had the audacity to ask for food. Neither here nor there. So we're sitting chilling, all of a sudden, like, a group of boys come in, and some men walk in.
Yada, 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 they got a little bit of status.
They're hanging around. The girlies are around them. Cool. They start talking with my friends. Everyone's like mingling. I'm just like in outer space, like hogging the hookah. Because I'm like, you know the song Pass Me the Hookah? It was the opposite, babes. It was in my hands for like 10 minutes. So I was do I do hookah in my free time? No, the last time I probably did it was like, I can't even lie, probably in the summer. Anyway, so we're out chilling, talking to the boys, whatever. They're like, oh, we're French. And we're like, oh. They're like, Una speaks French. I'm like, babes, don't lie on my name like that. And I was like, parlez-vous français? Like, no. So anyway, fucking around. They're like, oh, we're going to go out. Let's go out to Abigail's. We're like, cool. Let's go to Abigail's. We all go to Abigail's. They're like, oh, is it going to be a dancey spot? And I was like, I've gone to Abigail's for 2 seconds, but I'm like, I wouldn't consider that like a dancey spot. So we go there. Couldn't get in. The one guy's able to get us in, mind you, the underage one. We get in, cool vibes in there. The one's like talking to me, he's being nice. He's like, oh, what's your number? I was like, well, I have a boyfriend. I show him my boyfriend. He's like, oh my God, I know him. And I was like, and he's like, I'm just kidding. And I was like, why is Francis small? I was convinced he knew him. After that place, they're like, let's go to YOLO's. We're like, what's YOLO or YOLO's? Hannah's like, I've never heard of it, but whatever, it's on U Street.
I said YOLO as in, you only...
We get out the Uber and we're just like walking over the place and we hear pop, pop, pop. And I was like, oh guys, like, don't worry. And everyone starts running, scattering, going on the ground. Like there was at least 100 people outside YOLO's. And I was like, guys, no, you could tell by the sound, it went to the air. Like, they shot in the air. And so we were like, oh, whatever. Like, mind you, unfazed by, like, those 5 gunshots. So, pop, 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 pop. Anyway, so we're standing there. A few minutes later, a car is turning the corner. Pop, 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 pop. At this point, people are running, ducking again. Me and Hannah are idiots. We're just standing there like, y'all, like, if you're gonna get shot, you're gonna get shot. Like, girl, get a grip. So after that, we were like, okay, like, maybe we should go home. So we had left the scene. And it was just so funny because this morning, me and Hannah were talking. And we were like, something is wrong with us. Like, they were literally pew-pewing. And we were just like, I swear, like babes. And we also felt bad because early in the night, the one guy had called his friend, come out. And we were all like, yeah, come, it's gonna be so fun. And I'm like, all he did was have a whack night, didn't dance, and almost got shot. Like, so. Anyway, it was just like so funny seeing him. And when I left, we like kind of like did a nod at each other, like, yo, but it was funny. Anyways, tucked away in bed. And honestly, I think I'm gonna get like 9 hours of sleep, which is low-key iconic. And then tomorrow I'm headed over to Philly for the day for the event at my alma mater, and then I'll come back and then work, and I'll see you in the morning. I literally have like my flash against me with like my little DJI. Anyways, good night. Good morning. I need to leave in like 30 minutes because I'm headed over to Philadelphia to speak at my alma mater today, which is so exciting. It's in person, y'all, and I'm just like, people are coming to watch me speak. Wow. But yesterday I ended up getting over to Bar Angie, it's called. The event basically was, there's this corporation, I guess, called Balos Groups, and they own different restaurants in the city. And it was like an opening and just like a preview of like their menu and stuff. So it was like open bar, like light appetizers, mind you. At one point we were standing by where the kitchen was so we can like keep getting appetizers, but then they caught on to our game. So when they would walk out of the kitchen, we'd be like right there, like grab food off the plate. They'd be like, and like hold it up so they can get to other parts of the party, which I was like, you know, understandable. Everyone's got to eat, I guess, but we were hungry. But all in all, I had a really good night, and I've been loving hanging out with Liv. Like, she's just such a genuine, like, kind person, and I feel like you don't meet like kind people anymore. I feel like people aren't kind. Now it's 8 a.m. and it's time to get ready to go to Philly. I do have a slide presentation with me, and I used it yesterday, and I think it was helpful. I don't know, the girl said like they really enjoyed it, but I'm wondering if they enjoyed it or if people were like half asleep, you know? But that's fine. Yesterday I feel like was the practice for today, because yesterday was on Zoom and I was like comfort my own home, and now today is like the big day. I don't know, I think I'm pretty good at public speaking. I can like yap a bit more than probably necessary, and like I know I can like clean up around the edges during the public speaking, but I don't know, I kind of hope I can like make this a thing in the future, who knows. This is the hair we're going with, and then in terms of makeup, I'm definitely gonna do skin tint because it's on the lighter side, my go-to Refi blush, like all of the goodies. And yeah, when I next see you, we'll be on the train headed over. I'm on the way to Jefferson, and I'll get there a bit early, so I ordered Honey Grow on Uber Eats. Hopefully it gets there on time. If not, I'll just pick up the food later. But I'm excited. I feel like low-key was starting to get a little nervous. I'm like, wait, I'm not just like going to my alma mater for fun, like I'm actually speaking, which is wild, but it's exciting. Y'all, it's like the funniest thing ever being back at your university campus. I'm like, I dead ass used to run around here and act a fool, and just like, that was a few years ago, and now I'm like coming to speak. I feel like a professional. Am I too old to be here? Y'all know that TikTok sound. Anyway, I'm about to walk over to the building. Now I think I'll just chill in there for a little bit, and then hopefully my honey girl comes soon. I can grab my honey girl. Y'all, I've made it to the room that I'll be presenting in. So there's like a slide thing up here, and I guess I'll stand here. But I'm just wondering, like, how do I work the room? Like, do I walk back and forth? Do I turn like this? Do I give him a little side? Like, oh, I'm nervous. And then there's also a mic, like, hello? No, that's too much, that's too much. Hello? Oh, I'm very nervous. It's low-key sound like an echo. Anyway, I'm gonna eat my lunch really quickly before people start to come. Since I'm in Philly, how do you go? Since I'm nervous, I have a feeling I'm not gonna eat a lot of my honey go, but my go-to order is a sesame garlic, like, pre-made like sesame garlic one, but then after that I change like half the ingredients. Like I do chicken instead of steak, jalapenos, the crispy onions. This thing's divine. I'm gonna take a few bites of this just so I don't want to pass out. Rounds, and that's when the team recesses the patient's care. What's our plan of action? Do we want to change thing? And I was gonna be a lawyer, so I was like, let me just do nursing. I was like the first class of the 2+2, so I did 2 years undergrad here and then 2 years Center City. 15, so that's like, makes decent money, so like I have 2 jobs essentially, but social media doesn't feel like a job because I kind of just like vlog my life. I have made it back from Philly to DC, y'all. That was so great. Like, I don't think they understand that made my day, and they kept saying thanks, but like, I'm just proud of myself, and everyone was telling me I'm really good at public speaking, answering questions, being engaged. They gave me these flowers, and we made a little TikTok, but now I'm home and it's time to get ready for work. It was so nice. I feel like I did a good job of like presenting. Basically what I did was I just started with my presentation, right? Like who I am, I do travel nurses, a bit about my education and background since I was speaking at my alma mater, right? So a lot of people are also doing nursing and they're like 2+2 program, which is like 2 years prereqs and then 2 years nursing to get your bachelor's in science and nursing. And then I went through like different places I have lived for travel nursing. I gave people a bit of insight just about how to choose a career path, like interests, lifestyle, and versatility, what to look for. And then last, just a bit about the options you can do with a nursing degree. And then after that, we went into questions. I don't know, I just feel like it went really well. And then even afterwards, like everyone was so kind. Like there were guys there were girls there, but they're all telling me that I'm very like well-spoken, I'm eloquent, I'm a really good presenter. And it's so crazy because in high school, I used to be scared to publicly speak. And I know I'm a yapper, but being a yapper does not translate to being good at publicly speaking. Like I would pause, I'd get shy, I'd get nervous, I would look down, I'd want to reset. Like it would always be a mess, but like I've come such a long way and that was so good. And everyone was so kind, and like afterwards we did questions. Like basically I started presenting around 12:40 and I had finished like talking with people and like conversing around 2:30. So it was like almost a 2-hour thing, which I'm just like, wow, I don't know. And it's cool, like, because afterwards I talked to so many people and, like, the girl was like, yeah, we follow you, da-da-da. And it's, like, not about following me, but more just, like, people are like, oh, I'm inspired by this, or I heard you talk about that, or I'm leaning towards this. And just, like, knowing I impact people like that, it just, like, warms my heart. I don't know. But it was really cool, and I can't wait to hopefully do more stuff like this in the future. I think the Zoom call yesterday with the University of Delaware students, like, really warmed me up. And then the one with my alma mater today just, like, had me going. And now I'm, like, I would love to do this at more universities. Like, and I know like my experience isn't the end all be all of travel nurses or just like anyone, but I just like, I think it's important to hear stories from professionals. And like now that I am one, which is so crazy, I'm like 25 years old, what am I doing? It's just like, I want to share with more people. And I also think I make for a good presenter. But yeah, that was so cool. Now I have to do a night shift. I was able to nap on the train, so that's good, but night shift tonight, Jesus. Let's put these flowers in a pot, which mind you, I say pot, but I'm gonna be real here. All I have is this Yeti container that's actually, I think, for water, and I put flowers in there, but I'm gonna shove the roses in there. I'm like trying to take my little wins, especially recently, like, and I was talking to the girlies about social media too, because the girlies were also asking me a lot of social media questions towards the end, like when we were just doing like Q&A, and I was just telling them like the biggest thing is truly to be consistent. And I know everyone says that, but that's where I started to see a difference with my social media, when I was posting like 3, 4, 5 times a day, when I was really showing up, because that's what people look forward to. Like if they want to come, if you want to be someone's like comfort creator, like people call it, they want to watch your stuff, you know, and you're going to eventually find your community. You're not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and I've realized that, and that's okay, but just like posting consistently. So it was also really cool to give people advice about social media. Well, simultaneously, it's funny because I was just telling the girls, like, I was actually in a rut the other day about social media and just like feeling down because I feel like, I don't know, sometimes I just, and like comparison really is the thief of joy. It really is, because I can feel like I have a good thing going, and then I go online and see like other creators who are smaller than me, bigger than me, greater than me, whatever, just like doing all these things, and I'm like, why am I not there in my career yet? But I constantly have to remind myself we're all on a different path, right? Like, and just because someone else's success seems like this big great like thing, it doesn't diminish mine, and it also doesn't mean like that's where I need to be in my career. Not everyone's success is gonna look the same. If you guys saw how short I cut these, you would freaking laugh. Wow, this is gonna fade in the face. Guys, what did I do? Oh my, first of all, there's no water left in this thing. I'm not a big plant person, as you can tell. Meanwhile, when I took over this apartment, she had left so many plants, and I've been trying to keep them alive, but as y'all have seen, that thing in the air was supposed to be an orchid. It had 2 beautiful flowers. It's dead, dry as hell. This thing over here, 2 of them are starting to get yellow. If anyone has any tips, this one over here is starting to get brown. I'm struggling. This one over here is starting, she left so many plants, but I will say, I'm proud of myself for this one. She's thriving on the ground. Like, I even have to cut her. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Really giving Hannah Montana. I just changed into my scrubs. I'm about to just phone scroll for a few minutes before I have to get ready for work. Really, I'm just contemplating leaving the makeup on because the makeup's cute, but at work I touch my face so often. I'm like, let me just take it off for now. But wow, I'm just like reflecting on the day. Like, I don't know. I think that really like boosted my spirits. It's really what I needed because like, I don't know. Social media is really like an interesting profession I chose to take on. Yeah, I'll see you. Bye.